Oh, so I have one more game to analyze. It's not the most exciting game. Let me just paste it in here. I don't think Lee Chess was broadcasting it. Rosen. Okay. So, I already said bye to the YouTube audience once. Now I'm saying hello again. This is my recap of round 3. Round 3 was also played today. I had maybe an hour and a half break, maybe hour break. Like I finished the game with Rochelle and it was already 3:30, and the next game started at 5. And went to get some Thai food, and then went to prepare. And I wanted to go in with go in and have a fight. I decided to play the London. But unfortunately, and I found this out after the game and slightly during the game, my opponent was like just as knowledgeable as me in the London. And he played a line which I wasn't so fond of. So I was expecting something slightly different based on his previous games. And I actually recorded my whole like prep session for him, which I will upload to YouTube in the future. Or people on YouTube should already see it, because I'll upload that first and then this. So I played d4. He played knight f6. I played bishop f4. And then it was really funny. Like I almost started laughing like in the playing room, because he started thinking for like 10 minutes here. I think he took like 8 to 10 minute think. And it was funny to me because like how is he surprised after bishop f4? Like this should be the most predictable thing. But then like we were discussing after the game, and he said basically that he wasn't expecting me to play the London because he thought it would be too predictable. Like of course he's studied my games, and he was taking a long time here just to decide what line to play, because I think he's played the London himself. So he chose one of the most direct lines, pawn c5. I play pawn e3, sticking with my repertoire. He plays d5. And then I actually had to think here, because I was preparing some completely different lines. Like c5 is not a move I found in his repertoire. I was actually expecting d5, like this line, which I had some exciting preparation for, but he didn't go for it. And then I was debating here, because there's two approaches in this specific position. White can play knight f3. Maybe I should show knight f3, knight c6, and then knight d2. Or white can play c3, knight c6, knight d2. And both lines allow different things. And normally I'd play knight f3, but if I were to go into this, I should also note c3 is not a good move here because queen b6. This is already like preferable for black. So if we were to go into this, I would play knight d2. But then after queen b6, this is a line I've played before. This is actually a line that we played in the Komodo Boss Challenge. I beat a number of levels of Komodo in this variation. But it's not a line that I wanted to go into without having reviewed it like right beforehand, because it gets very sharp. And it's one of these lines, if you dedicate the time and energy to learning as black, it's actually dangerous. I had a game once in this. It's somewhere in the master's database. Bishop b5, e6, castling, bishop e7. I think I played knight b3 here. Yeah, I had a game in this a year and a half ago, and I just got crushed. I thought maybe he had seen that game and wanted to prepare. So I chose to play a slightly different move order. I played c3. The problem with c3 is that after this, black can play bishop f5 here. So there's all these different like move order nuances in the London. And after bishop f5, this is not a position that I usually get into, because if if we imagine the knight's on f3, and I have the knight on d2, and he plays bishop f5, I could very happily take here. And e6, there's knight d4. But that same line is not possible in... Where is it? c3. In this position. Because if takes e6, there's no knight d4. I don't have a knight on f3. So this is still theory. And I played queen b3 here. Most popular move. Then he played queen d7. I played knight f3. And then he played his next move and offered a draw. He played c4. I was kind of taken aback. But then I realized, like, he also had a very long game the round before. We were both, like, just tired. And, like, c4, this is a line that I was aware of, like, it's one way to equalize. And I figured, like, if I play on, like, if I play the main move, queen d1, then we could fight for, like, 3-4 more hours and it would still be a draw. And I honestly just wanted to save the time and energy in preparing for the later games. Because the 2 round a day schedule is pretty brutal if you have, like, one 4.5 hour game and then you have to play another game soon after. So that's my explanation for taking an early draw. I still hope there's value to be learned. I know there's some people that might be a little bit disheartened that I ended the game after 7 moves. But yeah, a tournament like this where, like, you have to prepare for every round, and in some cases I'm spending a lot of time in opening preparation. It's best to save energy. Also because I'm streaming every, like, game recap and also recording my preparation sessions. Just to show what could happen in this line, because I think Kamsky has played this a number of times. Yeah, maybe, like... Okay, let me promote this variation. Draw agreed. But now, okay, we'll just have the draw symbol too. Let me paste in the Kamsky. I feel like this is a game I should at least know about. And it's funny, I spent more time preparing for this game than the game itself. And then we spent more time analyzing this game than the game itself. Like, after the game, we were discussing all these, like, London intricacies. So it was an interesting, like, analysis session. So how did Kamsky beat Potkin in 34 moves from this position? Okay, it's rapid, but still. Like, the one thing I know about this position, white wants to do this, and then later e4. Okay, this is standard. Oh, 95. It's a new move. 95, trade. Ah. So he does something completely different. I guess he wants to play e4 like this. Okay, a3 makes sense. Let me cover up the notation, because I don't remember seeing this game. This is actually nice, because e4 is coming, and if black wants to stop it, and this is a slight concession. a4, okay. And honestly, if I was aware of this game, I would probably play on from that position, because I'd have some knowledge, like, what to do. That's why you should study high-level games in the openings that you play. Queen d5. Still a fight. But these pawns are a bit weak. I like this bishop controlling b8. F3. This is the type of position I would give to a student and just say, white to move, what do you do? So f3 is not the first move that came to my mind, but looks like a nice way of making progress. Oh, wow. Wants to play e4. It takes e4, nice. It just has a center. This pawn's still weak. I mean, it's still very much of a fight, and it's rapid, but yeah, it was actually a nice game. Could the queen have taken on b2? b2, I think, was defended. Oh, in this position. Queen takes b2, probably not, but why? Queen takes b2. Probably knight takes, because now there's issues on b6. Actually, this is nice, because queen takes c3, there's knight b6. And the queen moves back, like, on the b file. I think b7 is the only square. Then rook b1, and then knight b6 is coming next. Good question, though. But yeah, tactics are important. So, again, for the YouTube audience, that's my analysis of round 3 against Gauri Shankar. Hope you guys enjoyed that. So, I'll be back in the future with more videos. If you have questions or comments or concerns, leave a comment below. Smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the future.